Now we venture out to Hollywood to track down one of the most successful performers in the movie business today. His face might not ring a bell, but boy, when you hear that voice, Sara Edwards has the story.
Barry, I'm here in beautiful, sunny Southern California in the Los Angeles hills at a home owned by a man who's one of the busiest movie actors working today. His name is...
Barry, Sara is on her way to meet me, Don LaFontaine.
Did you hear that? Anyway, I am really kind of nervous about meeting him.
What will the man who's voiced over 5,000 movie trailers be like? Hear her heart beat faster. Come on, Sara. I won't bite.
In the war to protect America,
the deep, booming voice is unmistakable.
elite crime-fighting team
On 5,000 movie trailers,
that never sleeps.
along with TV shows
24. Viewer discretion advised.
and commercials. Let's see where Don LaFontaine creates his magic. We're downstairs in the basement of Don's beautiful home. This is his lair, or his sanctuary, as he calls it, where he makes the magic happen. Don?
What?
I knew you were going to scare me. How are you? Nice to see you. This is where it all happens, huh?
Well, yeah, so forgive the mess we made as you've been.
Well, you're a busy man.
Reno 911. Borat. Rated R. Meet the Robinsons in theaters March 30th.
Don, you've been called the voice of God, the man with a golden voice, the voice in the dark. How would you describe yourself?
Don, be fine. Daddy, when necessary, but all the rest of those appellations are not something that I gave to myself, obviously. They were just things that came along over all these years. So, no, just call me Don, please. VOG or any of those things don't really feel good. This fall, the creative team behind 24 takes suspense to a whole new level. Whether or not it's right or wrong, it's sort of my delivery. And so it's become sort of standardized. I don't know what that means one way or the other. I suppose if I were a different person, I would have approached it from a different angle, but it would sound different. But basically, I'm here in the position I'm in because of luck.
For action so raw, it could only fit on the big screen.
You're being modest. You make movies exciting. Now, let me give you a line. She went to the store to get some milk. Do it as if it's a horror film.
She's going to the store to get some milk.
What about a romantic comedy?
She's going to the store to get some milk. And double half-calf, no-foam, non-fat mocha lattes will be a thing of the past. Words speak to me. Scripts speak to me. I've always been enchanted with the language. I think it's a wonderful thing. I've always associated what I do to singing without music. In the year 2037, dogs will wear glasses. Frogs will swing.
Don LaFontaine is the undisputed king of movie trailers, a profession he fell into over 40 years ago.
The first movie spot that I ever did was for Gunfighters of Casa Grande, which was a huge epic from Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. And I should have actually paused for your audience to go, ooh, at that point. Just out of fond memories. It was one of those grind westerns that they turned out back in the early 60s. And I had written some radio spots for it, and I was producing, I think about 6 or 7 radio campaigns that night, and I had announcers stacked up like planes over O'Hare outside. And the guy who was supposed to do that particular set of spots missed the call, didn't show up. And I had to present something the following day to Metro, so having written the thing, I went into the studio and read it and produced it, and I said, no, when you get a real human being, this is what it's going to sound like. They said, no, you're fine, so they bought it, so that was the beginning. And Mom's special home-cooked Sunday night spaghetti and meatball dinner will be a blast.
What happens if you get a cold?
If I get a cold, I can still work. I, hit some Sinex or something or clear my throat, and I work.
Is your voice insured?
No, I looked into it at one point, and to insure it, the premiums would cost far more than would be, because the only I could insure would be for $20 or $30 million, and the premiums of that would be ridiculous. So I just try to avoid people cutting my throat and doing terrible things, and putting enough money away so that if something ever happens, I'd be all right. All his life, Lewis has been searching for the family he's never known.
What is this? Where are we going? To the future! Let's go!
And on March 30th, the search will take him to the year 2037.
For a while, people just knew the voice. Now they know the face. Let's talk about that.
Yes, Mr. Geico.
We hired that announcer guy from the movies.
It's become tremendously popular and very, very disturbing sometimes for me, because I'm not used to this, you know, going out in public and having people, you know, looking at you, and you realize that if people have seen you on television, then how you eat is very important to those people. Well, they want to see if you actually put food in your mouth or if you somehow ingest it some other way, and it's nerve-wracking for me. I'm not used to that yet.
This time, it's for real.
What is your favorite all-time movie trailer that you've done?
The one that I finally, I think, settled on is, ironically enough, for The Elephant Man. And I was very, very moved by the script. And based on the script, I wrote a trailer. The copy was, at first you will want to turn away from him, to avert your eyes, your face.
But if you come to know him
You will see beyond the perversion of his form.
and discover the beauty in the beast
Perhaps for the first time, you will come to understand the true meaning of courage.
and human dignity.
I am not an animal.
And how much longer will Don LaFontaine be our voice in the dark?
I don't know, for the foreseeable future. I have no plans to retire. Ernie Anderson, the great voice from ABC, The Love Boat, you remember Ernie, was once asked when he was going to retire. He said, "From what?" It's not like work. I love what I do. I've loved it all my life, and I've worked at it all my life, and it's something that I have a great deal of fun with. As long as they'll have me, I suppose, I will stick around.
You heard him, and we'll continue to hear him in theaters and on television across the country.
And that's your Backstage Pass with Don LaFontaine.
Great story. So I like that part about, you know, go to the coffee shop and got some latte. Got some latte.
You know, I just thought of that. We sat down to do the interview, and I realized I need him to do it on the spot and see how he can do it. He's just really a natural, and I love that he started out in advertising, writing the copy, happened to do it, they liked it, and the rest is history.